Got it. What else? Yeah.
How do you manage all the jobs that you have, because you're you direct and you put together and you plan, and then you're also leading worship.
Mm-hmm.
How can you get in the moment of leading worship while you're like, oh my gosh, is that person doing what they're supposed to be doing?
Yeah, it's a skill. It's 20 years of doing it. It really is, as long as I have at least 30 seconds at the beginning to do my centering stuff, then I'm good to go. Because once the music starts and it just, once I stand up and the body is there, it's a skill. It's a spiritual discipline. I mean, I've had to practice it over years and years. I do retreats for worship leaders in Tahoe, where I live, twice a year. And in one of them, we spend time one night really talking about our spiritual disciplines as worship leaders. Because I hear so many people say time and again, it's so good, like they come to things like this and they say to me, it's so good to just worship because I'm always leading worship. I never get to worship. And that kills me, because the spiritual lives of our leaders are too important for you not to be worshiping while you're leading worship. And so it takes spiritual disciplines, and it takes knowing your spiritual practices that will get you to that centered place, even when everything else is going haywire. And so I have some very specific things that I do, both personally and with others around me. But it's hard to believe, but I am actually slightly on the introvert side of the scale. So I have some very personal practices that I know I've got to get to, even if it's 10 seconds before I walk out. Yeah, it's a great question. It's a great question. And I think it's really something for everybody to think about, what will center me? Because the truth is that everybody's worship doesn't depend on you, but you're facilitating the worshipful sense of the whole body. And so, there is nothing more important than you being centered in that moment. Because I can't take all the craziness that I've experienced day in and day out and then put that energy out on the stage, because I'd look like a mad woman. And that would be fun. So, spiritual practices. Anybody have questions for any of these folks?